Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter, Welcome to Demon School, Iruma, chapter 241, titled Blue and Purple. Blue and Purple? What the hell is that referring to? I don't know, maybe it's gotta be Purple Fire finally used. I mean, Purple is really underrated use of fire if you ask me, and I also wonder what the hell does Purple Fire even do? But anyways, I hope we get to see what Purify does in this chapter. And with that said, let's get into it properly. So we first start off this chapter with a flashback as we have our character saying, "It's finished." As we see this kind of weird, kind of that glass, seal or not glass ceiling, that kind of glass container to keep something in. Like you can see what it is, but it's supposed to protect the art from something. That seems to be what we are looking at, as there seems to be a flower in it as someone screams it's finished. As then we see some random demon be like, "What's that, Sullivan Summer?" I guess that's Sullivan when he was the servant the the previous demon lord, as we can already tell by his clothing. I think the anime season 2 finale actually revealed that. That's how he looked during that time. But in short, this is Sullivan is like, "Hi, a specimen Delkia Sama asked me to make. It's finally ready." I guess this flower is what Delkia Sama was wanted. As then we have someone be like, "But it's still a prototype, so don't tell Delki." As then we see a looming shadow approaching Sullivan from behind. As then we have Delki Sama appearing behind her, like, "Show me," as he's grinning and telling Sullivan, isn't that previous demon some other demon shows up and they're like, the hell, your majesty. And then we have the something like, "Sacha-chan, did you finish it yet? You did, right? I wanna see, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see." And then we have someone be like, "Hold it," as he grabs the contain the container, whatever it is. He's like, "Hold it, not yet. It hasn't been safe tested." And then we have someone explaining, "In the first place, is growing a field of flowers from flowing magma is such a crazy idea. We must proceed with extreme caution." And as then like I just grabs it, it's like, "Open, yay!" Uh, listen. As someone's like, listen to me." As then we have the guy. Oh, so wow, what a! As then we see the full a burning flower completely made, which actually looks like Asmodeus's fire, or the one that was used. Asmodeus uses when he was entertaining Iruma. As then we have the Kabima saying, "Beautiful blue flower." As then we parallel that with Asmodeus attacking that eerie teacher, with him being like engulfed in that blue fire roses, which is not really most intimidating way to attack, but it's gotta look beautiful. I know it looks very beautiful here as well. Oh, this has made me wonder on whose flashback this was, or if this was just like one of those. This is the history of something that happened. Like it's not doesn't matter much, but it is just there. But yeah. Anyways, then we have Asmodeus coming there with that fire attacking him. As there he goes there, that Avery, his familiar, whatever it is, I'm guessing it's a familiar from what we know, find out about this chapter. But unless it's familiar, it goes there as this ice. As then we have the teacher be like, or Avery, but his name is, be like, "What the hell?" I guess this is the first time he saw the blue, blue fire. As then we have that his familiar attacking it. As he tries to go with a punch, he's like, grip, but then he says his blue flame is drawing Infret in, as it's which seems to be the case. Well, the teacher seems to be like holding Infret back, or his familiar is being held back, but it doesn't seem to work much. It actually seems to like send him back, like it seems to take him off. As then we have, I'm guessing in familiar language, saying like back off. Well, actually, no. I think. Well, actually, no. It seems like the teacher grabbed Infant, throw him to the ground, and tell him back off in the familiar language, as the Even it scares like a little dog hiding behind him, like, "Grr, grr," as the teacher like all serious. As then we have as more as going for another attack, it's like that poor thing. Your discipline is scaring it. As then we have the teacher like, your flames could use a little discipline themselves. As he sends another, and they go into like a bit of a clash of flames. I guess the difference in physical levels was the difference between the two was always like the level of skill when it comes to fire. But yeah, as then we have, I'm guessing the teacher explained it, lowering the other fires and absorbing them. Just what in the world is that blue blaze? I guess that's the ability of the blue flame in Iruma-kun, which is pretty OP when it comes to fire magic users. Wait, does Bal have anyone with fire on his team? Because I don't think he does. So yes, anyways, then we have a bit of a showing of the blue flame roses. And then we have another one behind him. And then a small uses a spell called Ami Release. I made this with Master Balam after studying some old documents. The details are top secret. I'm guessing this is referring to the whole fact that Sullivan didn't want this information to get out, maybe because he wasn't like fully early happy. Or considering the very was a prototype, maybe he never really finished it. Like, that was like, this is fine, so maybe that's why. But considering how close Balam seems to be with Sullivan, I'm guessing he would let him get the documents of the papers. Or maybe because of just the inquisitive nature of Balam, he probably maybe just snuck in and looked at them. I don't really know. But anyways, then we have it should be like so stingy. Oh well, in that case, then the teacher makes like this very awesome this I'm guessing red flame wings from him is like starts to fly in the air. I'm not make. I'm guessing that's his actual wings are, but my god, his actual wings are very amazing. Like usually when we see it comes to like this that those wings, they seem like very generic devil, but this ones look very awesome. Not sure if that's like him his actual wings or just him engulfing his wings in fire, but all it matters is that it looks badass. Like he truly looks like a devil here. And then he says, "I'll just figure it out myself." I guess he's saying, "I'll figure this blue flame it out." I mean, you are a teacher, so I would assume you'd be able to. So, anyways, then we have the teacher like making a goal of fire, as he's like, "So your flames can absorb attacks, huh?" No, I can't help but wonder how much can you swallow up. As then we see even making like a giant flame orb, but that also seems to be having his familiar in it. As now he's gonna test this figure out. I'm guessing this is actually more powerful than his familiar is in terms of raw firepower, but because he asked like how much can you absorb. But so yeah, now let's see if this is like one of those limited things. So anyways, then we have the teacher be like, "Aren't you curious too?" As he sends the flame towards Asmodeus. As then we have Asmodeus like touching the ground, making even more of these blue fire roses. As it's like a field of flowers, which is also very hilarious to imagine. I mean, look, it looks very beautiful, even the panels in the image gotta look even more. But it's kind of funny how like this is essentially how he's appearing, like with flowers. So yeah, anyways, this field of flowers kind of like just absorbs the entire flame. As then it's like the it's devouring me. So yeah, that's how much of the field his effect is, which is very impressive. Considering in fact I think his blind ability is actually straight up fire or something, or instead. So there's one showing next to the teacher is like, Hell's Inferno! Um, Hell's Inferno. This probably one of the best names you can give it, as he strikes the teacher, and it kind of looks like it's a spear striking through the teacher, throwing a bunch of fire around it, as the teacher's like, as he seems to be set on blaze, and then it's more like throws him to the floor, and he crashes, and it's more like, as he clutches his face, like, yes! As he's like all excited, like he beat it, which is honestly pretty impressive. Like so far, the students haven't like done anything against the teachers when it comes to combat wise. I mean, granted, we haven't seen that many students in action, but we haven't seen like that many combat wise. But seeing Asmodeus like doing all this with a fucking expert of fire is very impressive, honestly. I mean, granted, it's still one of those problems where we really don't know where this guy ranks amongst the teachers. It would help if we got like if the writer of Iruma had like a list of like gave us a list on where do the teachers rank amongst each other, but we don't have that. It would be too simple for us for power scaling. But yeah, we don't have it, so we don't really know where he ranks. But I'm guessing against, but he's still a teacher who got whooped his ass by Asmodeus. So yes, as much on the ground and like starts to hop because he's a bit tired. And then from the rubble, the teacher gets his hand out. He's like, ah, shit. As he emerges from the fire, like, I was a bit shocked by it. As then we have the teacher like coming out, like looking even more like a demon from his, even more like a demon, as he's like just engulfed with flames. As that he's like, that's impossible. Damn it. As then we see like the teacher's, I'm guessing clothes getting kind of burned to ashes, as it's more like shocked by it. As in teacher like grabs it and like, I'm pissed. How come you're only rank 4? As he's more as he wait, that's what he's pissed off. Not like he's been embarrassed by a student, but actually the fact that this student is not rank 4, people, he is higher. Which makes me wonder if this teacher's like rank 6 or 5, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say rank 6 at best. Like, I feel like teachers should be at least rank 6. I mean, it's been said that first years could be rank 5, so I feel like a teacher should be at least rank 6 automatically. Unless if I'm forgetting something. I think he is. Like, what was Robin's rank? Did Robin has a rank reveal? Because I feel like he should be the one to judge on most of these teachers' rank is. But anyways, then we have even be like, you gotta be kidding me. No way in hell is someone like you rank Delef. I respect Chicago, but his evaluation of you is too low. And then we have Asma just because shocked, like, is this teacher seriously throwing a tantrum, being pissed off at the fact that I'm too low a rank? Well, to be fair, the teacher, the last promotion that Asmodeus got was by that one of the 13 crowns. So technically, if you have anyone to blame, it's that 13 crown for not giving him a higher rank. Although, to be fair, actually, now I think about it, the only one that, okay, remind me if I'm wrong, but I think the only time when someone had like a rank up was early in well, somewhere in the middle of season 1 where Iruma got a higher rank. Then I think it was like the whole festivals that's gonna be in the next season, or the fourth or whatever thing, where Asmodeus got eliminated so he couldn't rank up. And they, and I think it's supposed to always start with rank 3, I believe. If and then I think the teacher gave everyone the 13 ranked gave them all a rank 4. So technically, it's more the fact that Osmorus didn't get chance to get promoted as much as the rest did. So otherwise, I feel like he would have been a rank higher rank. Anyways, the teacher be like, Asmodeus-kun, when you go kick Chicago's butt, I'll back you up. Which, alright, so this is, he's basically like saying, oh yeah, Chicago, you are getting your ass kicked for making this guy rank 4. Which is kind of funny way to react to it. Like, usually like, this isn't actually how usually they don't have demons react like this. Like, this guy should be a higher rank, people. Like, usually they're more pissed. Oh god, I can't do anything, I'm a low rank. But he's like, I'm a high rank, but this guy should also be a high rank, people. Which does make me kind of wonder if this is gonna end up with everyone like jumping on Calico and beating the shit out of him for doing this task. Like, I could always see this like be the way of this ends. Like, dude, you make them way low rank. You make this way too low of a rank. I can't believe you had us do this, you dumbass. Like, I could easily see it. Look, I could even see it Calico being like something. Alright, now, alright, you are stupid failures, and as for the teachers, you guys failed. I can't believe you let a student make a fool of you as much as they did. So I could see something like that, so I would just jump and beat him up. I mean, Calico's luck is pretty much makes it sound that is what would happen. So anyways, there we have a suppose that's certainly reassuring. So even as I was like, alright, I guess I'm gonna have a teacher backing me up when it comes to beating up Calico. Which better means that Calico as gets eliminated right now because otherwise the Calico's ass is gonna be in danger. So I was even be like, alright now. let's begin round 2. As they're going to have another fight. I guess this fight is gonna be like a more serious fight because previously it was like, oh, I use your bloodline ability, use your bloodline ability, but now it doesn't seem to be the case. But yeah, we'll see how this fight goes. I will do wonder if he's gonna. I do wonder if he's gonna like learn it immediately from this side, or like it's gonna be one of those like I see it once and I can do it again or something, or I can repeat it. So anyways, then we cut to a different area as we see burned feathers on the floor. As we have Monomona be like, it's unfortunate, but this is the end for you. The end. We mean it. I don't know what that is referring to, and the volume, and the actual end of the series. I have no idea. I mean, it says we mean it, so it's gonna have to take it seriously, but yeah. So anyways, the end of the chapter, as we have one of us looking down at him with not really like a confidence, more like a, like more of a serious, like, she's like, I'm not sure if this is referring to like she feels like something could happen because, okay, Climb does make sense why he would be overwhelmed by a teacher. Like, Asmodeus, Iruma, and, what, Sullivan, no, I got, the Sylvian, now Sylvia's brother are the only ones that could actually see like a putting of a fight against a teacher. While Prime can't really. Like his reliance was put on the familiars, and the familiars I feel like were like very specific when it comes to what they can counter. So Mama using any kind of ability that is, different than the teacher. Anything ability that's, not something they can counter would probably be able to hurt them or overwhelm them. So seeing this does make sense. So the question now is, what will be the shock? Like, is it gonna be like a twist? Like, there's gonna be like last minute jump or something. I could honestly see him can't be like, the thing is, when a man is, when you heard of it, like maybe something. I wonder if there's gonna be like a statement by Climb in the next chapter. Like it's like if she's unconscious, or something like maybe she has like a plan to jump her or something, or maybe he like a set up a trap. Like he didn't use his own familiar; he used the student's familiar. So and I feel like if this was his plan from the very get go, he probably have more than just one. He had probably multiple of these familiar stamps on him just in case. I mean, yeah, he was planning on grouping up with Elizabeth's team, so maybe he would probably have even more familiars in that regard. But I do wonder if that was his plan from the very get go, or something. So I do wonder if he has like a plan to like jump or something, or maybe it's gotta be like one of those things where it's gotta be like a very comedic advantage. Like it'd be kind of like think of the Minata versus Midnight fight where you first think how Mineta is like first compared about being very lustful, but then like he gets serious, but he doesn't like get distracted by it. So I could see something like this, but instead of actually not getting distracted by Clem, actually does his lustful thing, but he's able to use it as an advantage just long enough for the students to power the thing, because all we see here is Clem being knocked out. That's all we see essentially. So yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Oh no, this chapter is a pretty awesome and exciting chapter for Asmodeus, and pretty much gets kind of, I would say, kind of makes up for the fact he hasn't done much in the last couple of arcs. So it's pretty nice to see that, and yeah, that's about it for the chapter. I hope you like this reaction. I hope you leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I can't wait to see all you mortals next time. Goodbye.